Hi everyone. So today we are going to MG Gloster's off-road experience. So they have invited us to check the performance of the MG Gloster in its own terrain, which is off-road. It is a bi-turbo engine, which is why I'm excited for. The MG Gloster comes with a bi-turbo instead of a single turbo, so we can expect lots of torque once we get into little bit of above 1000 or near to the 2000 and 2000 mark. We can expect a lot of rpm there. So this is a new variant of the Gloster, which is a dark edition. Looks like a dark edition. It is a two-wheel drive though. The four-wheel drives are the white ones. So this dark edition, in the flesh it looks really good. It is big, it is macho, it has got the ground clearance. We'll get a quick look at the interiors. The interiors have a lot of soft touch materials, and the gear stick looks really classy. And the four wheel drive we have all the things which we can expect. It has diff lock, it has four wheel low, it has different terrain modes, different types of traction control for different terrain modes. Let's look at the rear seat. The rear seat can easily accommodate 3 passengers. It has an AC vent at the back. The third row looks decent, but the under thigh support is lacking. Even in the second row, I can see the under thigh support is a bit low. The sunroof is good. The sunroof is big enough. Yeah, once after sitting in the rear seat, I feel it is comfortable. For my height, the under thigh support is low, but for an average individual, it is more than enough. Okay, let's look at the cute little MG electric car, which is parked here just for the customers to see. In the flesh, it looks cute, and it's very easy to maneuver inside the cities. MG has brought in their ZS and the electric car to this venue so that the people can look into it. But it is locked. Okay, now it's time to open the event. So they have invited me to cut the rope, and here we go. We are starting the off-road experience. It was a great gesture from the MG to have me to cut the ribbon and inaugurate this event. So this is the team for today. So we are going to experience the MG Gloster in 4x4 terrain. They're taking some drone shots. Yeah, the track looks good. I went through the track in a walk, and I'm able to say that the track is not just for the namesake. It is not a 4x4 track. It is well made, and it is difficult, and only a 4x4 can do this trial. So this is my turn to take on the off-road trail. So I'm just buckling up, and then the MG team explained me how to operate the electronics to engage the four-wheel low and the different terrain modes. And now we started with the mud, and then we switched on the diff lockers. So basically, four-wheel, there is two things: four-wheel high and four-wheel low. To take on very difficult situations, we need to get into four-wheel low. All are electronics, and we don't need to pull any levers here, so everything is in a press of a button. But my preference is always a lever because of its reliability, there is very less chance of the four wheel drive getting not engaged if in case of a lever. But in case of electronics, it is after say 10 years, it's better to have a lever. But in MG it was flawless now, and it's also offers a great level of convenience to switch to four wheel modes. Now we get into the first obstacle, which is like there are a lot of left and right, there are a lot of what to say, big ditches. So we try the how the diff lock works here. Diff lock worked there, so it was great. And then we have a dune kind of a setup where we check the engine's power and the approach and departure angles. Even with this stock setup, the approach angle and the departure angle was quite good. It didn't scrap anywhere much. There was little scrapings, of course, but it was quite impressive how MG managed to do all this. You can see the amount of slope there, amount of climb, but it did it effortlessly. Overall, through this trail, the engine impressed me very much with this white turbo. It's very powerful. I can say there is no obstacle here which can stop the MG from going. See the how what is the approach angle here. It didn't scrap through the entire course. And next, we are approaching the. There was a braking test. Now we changed the mode from mud to sand because the terrain is different after these obstacles. You can see another MG Gloster crawling through the obstacles. So now I'm in a different terrain mode. So now we are trying to see the acceleration and braking performance at this point. So I'm going to gun it down and I'm going to brake hardly. The 360 camera is also very impressive. It was showing me all the details. As it is a big car, it is must to have. We are waiting for the clearance to do the acceleration test. The MG team was very helpful, that they helped me to correctly spot the car without getting damaged it. We are still approaching the acceleration pit. So see how much the right side is up. So this is basically takes the stability, how much it can handle. He's asking me to go right and left and right. So that's how we off-road. You need to be very careful where you are pointing the car, else there is a lot of chance to make the call roll out. So this is again a ditch kind of obstacle. We are going to crawl in here. Crawling, and then after once the rear wheel clears the rear wheel cleared the approach, and then we need to accelerate to get out of it. I tried to slow it down and accelerate after it is it was in facing up, but still it was able to come out without any struggles. The engine is quite capable. So I think the next the next obstacle is going to be uh, it's a kind of a climber. So we need to climb the slopes. Yeah, see it's how much the left side is up. So when the car handles everything nicely, there is no jerking or thrashing inside the cabin. It handled these obstacles quite well. So I can vouch for its on-road suspension setup, on-road suspension manners. So this is where I tried the acceleration and braking here. So now we going to this kind of curve, which is but the left side is too much inclined. You can see the inclination, but nothing came into the cabin. That was the point here. So we can be very sure that in on road this car is going to be very comfortable. It is soft and not very hard. So well done to to do an off road and as well as the on road. So this is again trying the handling part. So this is the time for the final verdict. The best thing about this car it's its engine. It is having a bi-turbo like a BMW, and the pull is very strong. It was really impressed me with its torque and the powers. And the downside, definitely, every car has its downside. Only downside I see with MG is um, it's very hard to pick a downside. Only thing I think if I need to nitpick is the rear seat needs little bit of under thigh support for a tall guy like me. Other than that, it is very good, and the price is on the half crore mark. So it's a premium, and it feels premium, and the four-wheel drive capabilities are really really good. It can do off-roading, and if you want to do hardcore off-roading, then you need to do some little mods on the bumpers. Then you are all good. Thank you. We'll see you in another video. Bye.